Hello everyone, it's Diddy Dude here, and did I not? Oh wait, it's override. Whoopsies, I meant to click back. Okay, hello everyone, it's Diddy Dude here, and we're back to Ace Attorney, where today we're on to the last trial of this case about thieves and murderers. It's another rise from the ashes, but it's a little um less judge. It's a little. It drags on a little less. It has less dragging around. Okay, it moves a little more quicker, and it's a smaller case compared to Rise from the Ashes. And yeah, the point is, hey Nick. I mean, look at evidence too. We have like a lot of evidence going on too. I mean, it's not as complicated. It's not as hard as Rise from the Ashes. Like there's like certain, you can categorize evidence like a little more easily compared to Rise from the Ashes. Like Rise from the Ashes still had like 10 more pieces of evidence compared to this. So yeah, but it does give me those vibes, right? We were focusing on like the theft, right, and then we moved on to murder and the possibilities of Luke Adme. Probably, I think Luke Adme might be doing both of them. Okay, there's literally nobody else besides the wife. Are you? No, she had an alibi, didn't she? He's criminals and cowards more than anything. I mean, it would be interesting if Desi is the one who killed him. But I don't. But I also want these two to live like a happy life. I mean, that would be like plot-wise. Desi being the murderer would be really cool. Plot-wise, that'll be much more memorable. But I think Luke Adme being the murderer and thief. Like I want that to be. I want this guy to be also be the murderer. So that way, you know, all the bad stuff can be pinned on him. These two live a happy life, kind of. I mean, he is already gonna. He's a thief, right? So, if she's a murderer, they can spend life in jail together. No, there's male prisons and female prisons. They won't ever get to meet each other because of the way it works. Now that's worse. I want him to live happily, man. Okay. So I want you to be the murderer, so that way, yeah, these two can live happily. We know it's not gonna be Adrian Andrews, and we know it's not Larry Butts, because Larry Butts, plot armor, and Adrian Andrews has secured herself as an innocent person by being a recurring character from another case. Goddard is obviously not a murderer because he's prosecutor and this guy's victim. So it boils down to this guy's a defendant. So it boils down to Luke Adme and Desi. So yeah. Hey Nick, what is it this time? You won't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? Why don't you know about this, Nick? They're having Detective Adme's trial today. Detective Adme? They say they're going to try him as mask to mask. Already? That was fast. I mean, it is this court system we're talking about. Boy, I'd love to see mask to mask trial. I know. By the way, where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She said she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me. Who is talking now? I feel, I know you don't like me. This is not Goddard. Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, don't ignore me! Oh. You were you're the one that had red text. I know you don't like me! Oh, that makes more sense. You were really saying that out of... Oh, Mr. Delight! Good morning! No one likes me! Yeah, I feel bad for it. This is like... no one would notice me, even if I killed someone! Oh, this is like actually sad now. Come on, don't be silly! Well, wait a sec. You don't mean you're the murderer? No, I'm just a poor thief. No way, that's not right. I'm a rich thief. A thief can't really be poor. Now, let's see. He's obviously not rich, right? Because he's still struggling with wealth. So I guess you're a middle-class thief. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending him to help him commit the heist. Do you really think there is a connection between the thief and the murderer, Nick? It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Well, just take your time like always. I'm afraid that's not an option. Ooh, Luke Adme's the murderer, so we have to do this quicker. Alright. Let's do this, though. It's got it. Hi. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready? Preparation is the last refugee of the week. Okay, settle down everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Goddard. He's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. What? That's all. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Goddard. Oh, then you need to get out more, Your Honor. That's what Desi says. Life is war. But that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes, well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Wow, the judge is taking charge, like he knows what's going on for a change. The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 AM on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 AM of the previous day. And that's when our lost little kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Goddard, please call your first witness. I never drink more than 70 cups of coffee. I never drink more than 70 cups of coffee during any given trial. Not even just during any given trial. But the first one is always the best. Mr. Goddard, your witness? Okay then. Let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, did the defense have any objections? It may be a little bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but... I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. Man, I don't want to keep pressing it. I don't want to press enter again because I just like the song. Oh, you've got guts, try it. Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. Alright, let's go take you down. I mean, let's defend you. Against yourself. You did it, didn't you? Yes. What? Oh, no. That's not true. For a moment there, I thought we'd set a record for the shortest trial ever. Yes. Yes. What? No. For more, okay. Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making. And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Oh. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security? Well, that's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. My visit to KB Security. The movie. That evening around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail literate god, it ordered me to go there. I'd been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Okay, 1 AM, the exact time the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny. You never know that from the way he's chugging it down. Mr. Wright, a cross-examination, if you please. I'm not sure the coffee is bitter enough for you if you're chugging it down like that. Maybe you need more bitter coffee, so that way you can really... whatever. That evening around 1 AM, I went to see Mr. Bullard and it's 3 carts. Can't be that hard. 1 AM, huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. Or no, actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit... 1 AM, that's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure. Okay, it ordered me to go there. It ordered you there? It was the first time I got in a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere. Does that mean you got in other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They say things like, steal this or take that. Hold it! I say take that! Ahaha! Why don't you save this for later, Mr. Light? Please don't say anymore. Now, what should I do? Press order. So, what did the black letter in question say? It said to bring $50,000. Money. Perfect motive for committing murder. Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? I don't think this is really helping me, is it? After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony. Yes, sir. Oh. A mighty mudskipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. The blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything. What about the identity, huh? I'll press that and I'll go present that later. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway? The blackmailer said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct? I'm sure it was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me. He didn't? Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me. So that's why Mr. Light didn't believe he was mask-to-mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. I've been working at hold it. You used to be security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right. A security chief? You? And yet, a year ago, you're fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? Perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Yeah, tell me about your life after being fired. What did you do after being fired from KB Security? I spent a lot of time looking for work, but then I decided I wanted to start something myself. Not good, this is going from bad to worse. So I started looking at books, TV, and movies, learning all I could do about masked men. Masked men? So you wanted to draw you wanted to start drawing a comic, right? About masked men? No, that's not right. I wanted to become... Stop! Your Honor, let's move along, shall we? But you asked the question. You're being quite odd today, Mr. Wright. A way to bring the spinning buzz one notch closer to your own neck, Ace Attorney. He said it! He said the word! There wasn't much to the testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least, that's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. If we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, you'll never get closer to the truth. Yeah. Okay. Let's go press this again. Let's go, instead of asking Life, let's ask about why you got fired. What? I want to parse this. You used to be a chief, okay, yeah? Yes, that's where security chief, okay. Yeah, tell me why you were fired. Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job. Well... The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I'd never asked that. Okay, then I take it back. Defendant, please answer the question. Well, I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. That's a step forward. Come again? KB Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, he stole some data and sold it. Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately. What? I wish I never had asked that. I was somehow able to keep it a secret and made it seem like I had quit on my own. Ah fuck, I clicked it twice. I'll be back! What is it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to their company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that. He sure told you. So you admit that you stole data from your company. Is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse, crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. He fired me from selling company data secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby, what else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste! So, Mr. Light doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has gotten even mine to think about seriously about couples. Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright. Wait till Pearl hears about this. There wasn't much to his secret, was there? I mean, testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, let's go press the third part again. Let's see if we can do this. We might get something. Just what were you being blackmailed about? Anyway, blackmailer said if you don't want your secret revealed, yeah, it was referring to Master Masting. Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. Yeah, that's what we were trying to go with. What do you mean? The victim had no proof the defendant was masked to mask. But, you're the one who stole company's secrets. Only 1 year earlier. But, that was all over with once I was fired! But it is true that the fact I stole secrets was kept under wraps. Even so, there was no reason for me to pay up now, a whole year later. Is that really true? What is it, Nick? The fact that Ron was stealing company data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. Yes, because he was mask to mask? Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public. Erg! And also because, you know, he's trying to avoid he's trying to keep it from Desi. But Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client? Ah, men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. But that's exactly right! Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. Little lawyer amigo? Yes. Now come on, provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his data stealing for secret from going public? That's a great question. My eyes are rubbing. It's my badge, yes, it's gotta be this, right? That's the only data you see stealing. Huh. Well, Mr. Defendant? You heard the defendant. Just when I thought it wasn't possible, a whole new level of irritation rises before me. It looks like the defense was playing with himself. Oh. Oh. Whoopsies. Do you think you could rephrase that, Your Honor, for my sake? Well, let's get back to the testimony, shall we? Let's try this again. Blackmail. Okay. Why would he need to keep it from... Not especially. Nah, I guess not. But did you just say he might? Always avoid unpleasant or inconvenient facts. That's one of my rules. Don't try to get out of this by acting all cool. Okay, I guess we really have to. Okay, we gotta present evidence. There's evidence to present, so that means you have to do it. Okay. Question is, why do I have to do the bullying? Isn't God supposed to do the bullying? Okay, data theft. Okay. Little lawyer amigo. Okay. Why would Mr. Light want to keep his data secret? Okay. It's because... It's because... It's because... Why? Why would he want to keep it a secret? The new evidence, no. He's stealing as directed. Yeah, that's why! Because he was stealing as he was told. Look at my logic. Huh. Well, Mr. Defendant? Yeah, you use a walkthrough for this. Hold up. Hold up. It really was as simple as I thought. I didn't know I was... I thought I would only present people when it tells me to present people. I should have just went with my guts. The only reason I could think of was Desi, and I'm like, no, but he just told me what? They didn't say Who would he do this for? You just told me what? So I never presented Desi. But it really was Desi. You just presented Desi. Oh my goodness. It was that. It was that simple. And that's what I thought. Ah, anyways, Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what he told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out your secret. A certain person? A certain person? Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Whoa, but listen to me, my Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Grr, got it! Yes, we know. It is all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little trick. Someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh, No, everything is falling neatly into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry! Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far. What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. Well, finally we move on. Next time, guys, I'm going to present people. Okay, I'll present people more often. I keep forgetting to do that. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. I mean, that is Mr. Adney's shadow. So I feel like the game's making it a little too obvious if it turns out it was really Mr. Adney. That, oh yes, Mr. Adney did this, so... when I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead. I see! Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said a mismatched mask struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Adney turned out to be the culprit himself, that is all a lie. Oh. No one's gonna believe a pathetic lie like that. What are you saying? I really was attacked! You'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. God doubt, Mr. Trite. Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Goddard. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. Alright. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Hold it. Who was this suspicious shadow? If there was 1,000 of me, and even if even one knew, I tell you, trust me. His dodging all of our questions is not helping us win his case. Okay, then how was the victim Mr. Bullard at this time? What do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Forget it. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. Hold it! Your forehead? Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Does it still say forehead? Oh yeah, it still says the mask knocked Adney out of the crime with a blow to the back of his head. Yeah, guess what? Luke Adney also lied about the forehead thing. And you're lying about the forehead thing right now! Yeah, it was back of the head, wasn't it? Haha. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit. So I think I was a little dazed for a while. I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking. Yeah, I like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that knocks some sense back into him. Hold it! Dad? Could you please clarify what you were referring to? Why? My mask-to-mask costume, of course! Oh, wait just a moment. Master Mask? Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, dressed as Master Mask. And then I descended upon the office of the CEO of KB Security. This would have been nice to know. What? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. Damn. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip out of your mind? Huh. My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. Oh, you want me to reheat it? At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony. I'd have been killed if I hadn't been wearing my Master Mask costume. Why are you dressed up as Master Mask? Why? Because I'm Master Mask, of course! What are you talking about? Master Mask trial is being held next door. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, can I testify for his trial later? He'll testify for mine. He'll be the murderer, I'll be the thief. I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him, just to be safe. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around in that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected. Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? Press harder! Harder! What do you mean by took a lot longer? Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught in the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body. Could you say that with context, please? With context? Whoa, what was that? Back up a second. Yes? You were the one that hid the body in the safe? Well, yeah. Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking? Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? Oh, what? The answer is simple. When they take them off. What the fuck? As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. What the heck? Do you mean that Mr. Delight hit the body because he's a murderer? Oh, I thought you were gonna say, do you mean Mr. Delight hit the body because he took his pants off? Huh. So you're not a super... What? I can't. Do you know when somebody puts their dirty shorts in the laundry? When they take them off. Oh my god. So you're not as stupid as you look. His metaphor this time was really obscure. I thought it was pretty obvious. I think it was a little too straightforward, kind of a chicken cross the road joke kind of thing. Mr. Wright, you don't mean that she knew about this whole safe business, do you? Well, yes. Why would only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to the testimony. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge. I panicked and hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in a drawer. That's not exactly what I meant. When I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find this corpse, they'll think I did it. Oh, I think it's a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. That certainly makes more sense. Hold on. 10 minutes? What is it, Nick? I just had a thought. Under the circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body and spend 10 whole minutes to do it? Under the circumstances? What circumstances? Oh! Hey Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show just what the circumstances were? That's it! I'll take a look at a court record and present some evidence. Really, you're gonna keep this amongst yourselves? We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we? There's not much in this testimony either. I betcha he's still hiding something. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just draw it out of him. I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated. Okay, let's go to the final part. 10 minutes. Took about 10 minutes. Okay. Court record. Let's check this out. Wait. Okay, hold up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Warehouse camera, not what we want, not the shishisto. No. No. A publicity shot. The CEO office buzzer? 1:02 a.m.? Let's save the game first. Because the circumstances we're talking about must be for the fact that he's in his office and that he could be caught any moment, right? That's truly what we're referring to. And guess what? If the buzzer was off, then yeah, why would he spend 10 minutes trying to hide the body? That's like a little risky, don't you think, huh? Huh? See? Look at my pure genius. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. If the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m. What? If Mr. Rondelai truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way. Huh. Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building. No! He worked there, and I have evidence. Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them. Smoke! Oh, never mind. But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser, who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend, and wasn't anywhere in the vicinity, was not something Mr. Delight could have known. What? Ha! Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off. This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. I like it. They're just like, objection, 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 objection at each other. And the judge is like, no, overruled, sustained. The judge is like, just silent. If he had been conscious, that is. Conscious? What do you mean by that? Oh, Phoenix, you genius. I mean, we're geniuses because, according to Goddard, he was never knocked unconscious. So if the buzzer went off, why is he spending 10 minutes hiding the body? Well, that's because he was knocked unconscious, so he never heard the buzzer. Drink your coffee. If that's what you need for ease, fine. Let's hear your theory. Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes. Unconscious? So he fainted? That's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body. So what are you trying to say? Mr. Delight was knocked out, and a buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right. Whoever it was, he knocked at Ron Delight and then pressed the buzzer. Order in the court! Mr. Wright, this is... The X who was in the lobby. This is preposterous. It was this kid. Is it the X? Is it the X that punched Larry Butts? Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then who pressed the buzzer? It was the victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button. Ock! So Kane Bullard sounded the buzzer himself. What is your opinion on this, Mr. Wright? I need to prove that the real criminal was there at the scene, but how? Can I prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the buzzer? I mean, why aren't there fingerprints? Okay. Can we prove that it's not Kane Bullard? I can't prove it alright. I can prove it alright. Can I prove it wasn't Kane Bullard? Because there's no fingerprints on this. Yeah. But that means he was wearing gloves. In that case, does he not wear gloves? I can prove it. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who stunned a buzzer. It has no fingerprints. Why would he be wearing gloves? Yeah. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for. It's only Master Mask that wears gloves, right? So, did the emergency buzzer? Is there some kind of clue on it? Absolutely not. Hey, come on now. At least give us some thought. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth. The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue. No, I'm the one who's clueless. This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind. Oh, I made God spit out his coffee. That's satisfying. Raw delight. Obviously, wiped him out. Wiped him off. Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment. He touched that button. I know he did. The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master Mask. And Master Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he possibly have had to wipe the button for your fingerprints? Order! 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 Aha! It would seem I've been forced to eat crow. I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is. However, if the real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden? Oh, it looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks. I mean, he was lying unconscious there. If they pressed the buzzer and quickly ran away, then the security guard would have found Delight in the room, so... They're on to you, Nick! Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at 1 a.m. and reminded Shari that he had to stay the game so that we wouldn't fuck up. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Nice. Okay. And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded a buzzer. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Very well, then. Oh ho, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent. What did the real killer sound an emergency buzzer? To call the security guard. Simple as that. The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that is exactly what they wanted. Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose? Yes. Although as it turned out, he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time. Huh. What a touching story. You're saying that the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in? Nope, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. And now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came running in at a time, you would think that I was the murderer. Ah, so Larry Butt's incompetence actually helped out, kinda. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder. Woo! Order! 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 Huh. It would seem. You gonna spit that out again? Or you gonna swallow it? He swallowed it. I've been made to eat my own words once again. Actually, you've been made to do a spit take. With a cup of coffee. But Mr. Wright! Who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait. Wait a second. I'm the one and only Master Mask. So, Nick, you mean the real killer is... We're gonna drag that person in here right now. Yes, look at me. But, who is it? I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity. And they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Ron Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard? Look at me himself. Oh yeah. You're back. Detective Look at me. He is the only one who could have done it. Ace Detective? Look at me? You mean Master Mask did it? Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Master Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. Order! Order! Well, Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime? They're not even close. Murder's the most serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Adney confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, a famous detective was unmasked as well as Master Mask. Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along. To be found guilty? Master Mask had a perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke Adney's airtight, watertight, and unsaleable alibi. A guilty verdict? As an alibi? You know, it's almost time. For what? For Luke Adney's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're going to stop this trial and solve that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proved that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Mr. Luke Adney's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country, which is why you should save the game, because I'm going to give you one chance. Oh shit, Judge. Thank you, Judge, for giving me that warning. And got it. Also, thank you. Thank you both to both. Give me that warning. If we were to intrude and fail to prove adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal. Am I really sure about this? Oh, that's only good when your life's the ante. Mr. Wright, I believe in you! Mr. Delight. So please, I'm begging you! Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix. What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust. That voice. It sounds like... Mia! Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess. Oh, so that's your answer, huh? Very well. I decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke Adney to the stand. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Winston Payne, hello!
Well, Sir Detective Adney.
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly.
Oh no, Sir Detective Adney.
You were the one who... I'm sorry, Winston Payne. I'm about to ruin your... You're never gonna get the victory. I'm sorry, you're cursed, man. Hi! You're a different judge. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This court finds the defendant, Luke Adney. Objection! Hold it, yeah. Wait! Sorry, Winston Payne. The rights and the phase are here to ruin your life again. Don't hand down your verdict yet, please! Fuck. Well, sir lawyer. Welcome to my courtroom. Who's this hoser, huh? My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And I wish to file an accusation against this man, Luke Adney.
An accusation? You accuse Master Mask?
That man is not Master Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? Oh yeah. Come here, Adney. You're coming. Come over here. To be continued. Oh yeah, this is gonna be epic. We're gonna be taking on Luke Adney one more time in trial. This is definitely a really cool case. I really like this. I know this is like basically a filler case, but it's so cool. They really did a good job with this. This might be like my favorite filler, like quote unquote filler case yet. Like I'm not including Rise from the Ashes because Rise from the Ashes like introduces like a lot of characters like Emma Sky and Lana Sky who I think come back later, right? And in general, yeah, I'm not really, and I'm not gonna consider Rise from the Ashes a filler case because that's also like that was also like a final case of Phoenix Wright Attorney, right? The extra finale. But I'm gonna count, yeah, it introduces Emma Sky, and I think she comes back in the Pole of Justice trilogy later, anyways. So yeah, but so yeah, this is. Definitely not a filler. This is definitely not. I mean, this is definitely a quote unquote. Okay, the point is, this is okay. We've had several filler cases so far, right? Quote unquote filler cases. We've had Turnabout Samurai and Turnabout Big Top. I guess Lost Turnabout is also a filler. I'm not sure if the tutorial case counts as one, but let's yeah. Compared to the tutorial case we got this time in Trials and Tribulations, yeah, Lost Turnabout is definitely filler. But yeah, this case is definitely a really cool one, right? With the way they handled it, it still gives off those like thrilling vibes that like a normal final case would have. But it's like only the second case too. Like that's really look, man. They give off those thrilling vibes, like case that I'm featuring my like that ending right there. Like the way they ended part of the first part of the trial, that's like so slick. Just objecting while that trial's going on, right in the nick of time. You're like. We're here to expose you as the true murderer, man. This is slick, man. We'll continue this next time. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.